Okay, hello.
Hey,
wake up! It's podcast time.
Hello, everybody.
What are we?
Attention!
We're going to talk about movie. So hi, I'm Scott. That's Drew. It's worst year of our lives, aka the news.
This is the news. That turns up us.
Not Scott Henson.
Give
How
us money.
long can we keep up with this level of
Give us
energy?
some money. You should give us some money.
Okay.
Maybe pick a movie if you want.
I
But if
can't.
not, just give us some money.
I was getting lightheaded. I have to stop that now. But yes, this is the podcast you are listening to. This is the energy for the rest of the show.
You are using your ears to
So-
listen to this right now.
You are hearing me talk.
Maybe this is also you using your eyes to watch the podcast.
Ooh.
You're just staring at that screen, watching the time go by.
I will say I have been convinced to use a new picture for each YouTube thumbnail now, because someone pointed out to me the wall of the same picture on like the YouTube videos grid is not that appetizing. So
Okay.
I fixed it.
I saw.
I mean, I'm not retroactively fixing it. There's
Yeah,
still going to
yeah,
be the wall up to last week.
Going forward.
Yeah. And also we missed our 150th episode.
Aww.
I think Bedazzled was 150. So this is 152.
That's 152 of the worst year of our lives, aka the news. This is recorded podcast or audio 490.
Somewhere in there. Yeah,
I think it's a lot.
I didn't go back and count worst year of our lives.
Between our I Sucks Dicks Loves Movies, our Heart Cinema,
Yeah.
and every other like wrestling thing we've ever done,
Yeah.
and every like even like the old school game ones we did,
Yeah.
where we were just ripping off Douglas movies.
Exactly,
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. But yeah, this is, I believe, if my count is correct, 152 of this podcast. And not counting like the quickies and stuff, like full length episodes.
I like quickies.
Who does
This is gonna be a quickie. We're gonna make this one 14 minutes. Oh, you have a concerned look on your face.
No.
No.
No, I would be thrilled if this was 14
I would
minutes.
love it if it was 14 minutes.
Little spoiler. You'll get your little spoiler
Big
later.
spoiler.
Little spoiler, big spoiler, Drew's gay.
Spoiler?
Yeah.
You said spoiler.
What are you asking me?
I'm asking if you put an R in spoil.
There is an
Spurler.
There is an R in spoiler.
Sprangler.
There's two R's in spoiler.
There's a hard R in this room.
Oh, but luckily he's keeping quiet. I got him. Okay, you get your spoiler in a minute, if I remember it, because I'm already forgetting. But the important news is let's keep those movie requests coming in steady and strong. All
Steady as she
requests spectacular. Number 3 is coming your way. Deadline.
Number 3.
Well, the first one I
was broken up
called
into
1
two.
and 2. Spoiler, this is probably going to be 3 and 4. And if you guys get your shit together, 3, 4, and 5.
And
You heard?
10.
And 10. But
We want
not
100.
6 through 9. That's true. We do anything less than 100 requests, abject failure. That's the call. So, $20 minimum, United States currency.
United States of America.
Yes. No United States of whatever. Liam Lynch. I'm looking at you.
Wow, what a pull. Liam
you know what?
fucking Lynch.
It's little pulls like that like get me through the next 3 weeks of thinking my brain is completely deteriorated. I'm like, you know what? I pulled Liam Lynch.
Yeah.
I'm okay for a bit. There's something still rattling around.
Something's
in there.
working.
And then
Jingle, jingle, jangle, jangle.
And then Wednesday, I just like forget my middle name. So there's ups and downs. Anyway,
you've got one of those rich old white people middle names, don't you?
William,
Yeah.
Bartholomew,
Wendy.
Rudiger,
It's a family name.
Thornstowe.
Thornstowe. Adam Thornstowe?
That's what I was thinking. He doesn't look fancy, but he does sound fancy.
He does.
Yeah. He had is he the one who had one very unsuccessful PWG match and then was never booked again?
Yes?
I think he did, yeah. Anyway, $20 US minimum. If you want to send extra, nobody's fucking stopping you.
Please send extra.
To paypal.me. Tip us.
Tip us and we'll give you the tip.
Absolutely. PayPal.me/NotScottHenson. We've got a decent chunk in so far, but not enough. Don't make a fool of me. And by proxy, my ward Andrew.
My young squire Andrew.
So get on it. Get your finances in order. It's a new year. You get your Christmas bonus, and just send it to us, and we'll do something for you. If you catch my drift, I'm winking into the microphone, as is true. So I saw. Does that take care of the business? Oh, so what was the spoiler? Ah, yes, the little spoiler, big spoiler, depending on what part of the country you're from. Let's say Thursdays. This past Thursday's bonus episode. I don't know if you listened to it or just saw the runtime on it. It was 3 hours and 14 minutes by my count. We did that today. We did that today after 2.5 hours of annoying setup that I still don't really understand the mechanism by which it worked in the end, and I'm still sort of mad at it.
Restarting the computer.
Not really. I mean, I did that 7 or 8 times, but I don't like where it ended up. But it's, if you can hear this, good enough, I guess. And then watching a movie for 2 hours. I had fun-ish with the movie. It didn't need to be an hour and 57 minutes.
No, hour 57. There was a lot of stuff that could have got cut.
There was some padding. Yeah. And then recording this. It's currently 7 a.m. the day after we started, and we're not well. So this, if you loved the 3 hour and 14 minute bonus episode,
which why wouldn't you?
It's honestly free. The things we do for you. Look what you're wearing. This one may not be the full 314, if that's okay with you. However, I do have a couple pieces of business to talk about. First one, I saw Licorice Pizza this past week, which I would describe as Paul Thomas Anderson's second worst movie, which sounds harsh because Paul Thomas Anderson's second worst movie is better than a lot of people's best movie. The one thing I was wondering going in and was going to be mad if I didn't get it, and spoiler, I left mad. There was no Licorice Pizza, nor a mention of a Licorice Pizza. It was just a thing that Paul Thomas Anderson called it. Sad.
It wasn't even a reference to something else?
No.
Like Licorice Pizza wasn't the nightclub they were trying to get into?
No.
Or the name of a prostitute?
The name of his store was Fat Bernie's.
Who was Bernie? Was he fat?
No, he was a fictional man, possibly even a fictional chicken.
Oh,
unclear. I will say, Cooper Hoffman did a pretty good job. I would say, better second generation actor in their first big thing than Gandolfini's kid. In
the Mary Queen of Saints.
The Mary Queen of Saints.
The fuck's it called?
The Merry Wives of Newark. Yeah, that's the one. He did a pretty good job, and
whose fucking kid is he? Philip Seymour?
Yeah.
I didn't know Philip Seymour had kids. I assumed that drugs had riddled his penis and he couldn't procreate.
A drug-riddled penis.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I assumed.
Probably at the end, but
how old's his kid?
The kid
40?
The kid was playing 15. He looked older than 15. I'm going to say he's over 18 for child labor laws.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know, maybe his
Licorice Pizza.
His dick still worked in the mid 2000s.
2003.
19? Or turning 19 this year, probably 18 now. Yeah. So, yeah, that brought me to a little bit of Fashion Corner, because in the latter part of the movie, Mr. Hoffman, who shares both his father's and my body type, wore a sick, like, white jacket, white pants, white shoes, white tie suit with a, like, bright pink shirt, and it was such a good look.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I want to wear
it?
that every day.
You're on it?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna open a pinball store and wear that every day because it was the best. But anyway, pretty good, a good, not great movie. But I tell you what was great, not good, was the trailer I saw before, and I saw the movie with Adam. However, he had gone to the bathroom during the trailers, as he is wont to do.
What a coward!
What a coward!
Hold it in.
Yeah. So I was forced, well, not forced, but I was unable to enjoy my new favorite trailer for my new favorite movie alone, and I'm just like pointing and like slapping the seat beside me with nobody there. I'm like, can you believe this? Nobody. Like
Watching this?
The old people 3 rows behind me are just looking at me. I'm having a blast. The movie is called Marry Me. Stars Jennifer Lopez. I was about to say Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez.
She's also Mexican.
What is she like?
What is she like?
What does she like?
Tacos and burritos, I believe?
That was it. Burritos
Yeah.
was the second. I'm like, she likes tacos and burritos.
She's also from Mexico, like you. I'm not Mexican.
I'm Puerto Rican. Jennifer Lawrence and Owen Wilson.
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, I said it. I
You
didn't even
said
mean
it.
to. See, back to the brain injury. But you know what? I got Liam Lynch, so I'm okay. I'm okay for 3 weeks. Then we reassess if I need to go to the brain hospital.
The brain doctor.
Yeah.
Not the getting brain doctor.
That is the...
Do not confuse those
That
two.
is my... Well, would it be so bad if I did? What's the worst that can happen when you accidentally go to the getting brain doctor?
Doctor, my brain hurts. All right, let me see.
All right,
Put your pants
well-
down. Does this hurt?
Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson, and everything about the movie, besides the fact there's a lot of like streaming and social media stuff on it, everything else about the movie is 1998.
Yeah.
The silly premise, the silly rom-com premise, the casting, honestly, could have... Everyone cast in this could have been in this movie 25 years ago.
Yeah, including the daughter.
Especially the daughter.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, Owen Wilson, Sarah Silverman. Yeah, it's... So the premise is Jennifer Lawrence... I shouldn't have said it. I fucked myself. I've totally fucked myself. Jennifer Lopez is playing a version of herself.
Yeah, she's playing fake Jennifer Lopez.
A famous singer who is going to do a duet with and also marry her also famous singer fiance, who is played by...
Marmaduke.
I mean...
Marmaluke. Marmalame.
You looked it up.
Mama Jam.
Salumi? Or is that a kind of cheese? Maluma. Who were like, I wonder if he's a famous singer that white people don't know. And Drew's like, it's probably one of those reggaeton guys. And Drew looks up the first, I've already forgot his name, Maluma song, and clicks it 2 seconds in. Dung, da, dung, 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 da, dung, dung. I'm like, Drew, you nailed it. Full points.
What if I told you he has 5 albums?
And they're probably all like multi-platinum.
Yep, absolutely. Like, he's won every Latin Grammy for the last 15 years.
Yeah, swept him.
Yeah, he's yep, pretty much.
I mean, good for him. It's just not for us. Get a second beat.
They can't.
Why?
Okay. Latin Grammys, Billboard Music Awards. No, I want Latin Grammys. There we go. Latin Music Awards. I mean, he's been nominated for everything. He's won a few. Latin Grammys, he's won a few, but he's been nominated for everything.
The Latin Grammy Billboard Tempo Quest?
Yeah, that's the one.
LGBTQ?
You nailed it.
I tried my best. The letters were tricky.
He won... Social Artist of the Year in 2018 at the Grammys. Good for him.
Cool.
Has he been nominated for regular Grammys? He has. He was
Oh.
nominated for Best Latin Pop Album in 2020, but he didn't win.
So he's nominated for the the Grammys Latin Grammy.
Yes.
Sweet.
Double Latin.
So anyway, the song they're going to duet before they get married is the aptly titled "Marry Me," and then he cheats on her with I don't know, everyone.
I don't know, some
her
bitch.
entire female staff
And some males.
and some boys.
Who's judging?
Not
You?
me. Nope.
Yeah,
Wasn't
exactly.
there. I'm not telling Maluma how to live his life.
Me neither.
He's a goddamn Latin Grammy nominee.
He's no Pitbull or
And
Bad Bunny.
She's no Bad Bunny. So, and she finds this out seconds before they're going to go on stage. She goes on stage. Also, this is one of those trailers, again, a very 90s thing, that shows you the whole movie in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, this is my favorite movie, and I never need to see it.
Yeah.
So I like that. Save me some time. It was just the best 2.5 minutes of my life.
Yeah. Not to get too deep into it, but that is 1,000% movie executives that do that.
Yes.
Because they want you to go in knowing exactly what movie you're going to see.
Yes.
So that you go see it.
Yeah.
Because there's been too many times where people have gone to see a movie and not realize it's not the thing they thought they were seeing and then complaining about it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. The New Mutants isn't a horror movie.
Wait a minute. Splice isn't about genetic research. It's about sex changes and fucking.
Wait a minute. Old isn't good. That's not fair. It's not fair at all. So she's left at the altar / stage in front of 20 million people watching, going to sing "Marry Me," and then there's people in the crowd that have signs that say "Marry Me." That's the name of the song. And so when I don't even know, it comes time for things to happen on the stage, she looks at Owen Wilson, whose nose is getting more fucked up, ?
Mm-hmm.
It's it's getting worse before it gets better.
Yeah, he's gonna look great at 65.
Yeah. But I think the nose is calling the shots at this point in Owen Wilson's life.
The dent is enormous at this.
Yeah, it's different. Like I don't understand.
Just get the surgery.
Get the surgery.
Surgery. Become an owl.
Absolutely.
I don't want your nose fixed. I want you to be an owl.
I want you to work around the nose. Just fix the rest of you so it matches the nose.
Yeah. Get that shit worked.
So she sees sad Owen Wilson in the crowd with a "Marry Me" sign and says, "Okay." And he's like,
Deal.
Sorry, what now? And then they get married. And then the premise of the rest of the movie is they have to stay married or else she'll seem crazy.
Like, legitimately, that is a thing she says out loud in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm not like extrapolating anything from context clues. That's what's said. They tell us that's the premise.
Yeah.
That's insane. P.S. You're already crazy.
Yeah.
Well, number one, you're already a woman. So,
Number one, you're a woman. Number two, you're Latin. You're a Latina
We're already
woman.
checking a lot of boxes on crazy bingo.
Crazy ass bingo.
And then it continues from there. And then Sarah Silverman's wacky. She appears to shoot a fire extinguisher at someone at one point.
I think a paparazzo.
Probably a paparazzo. And then Jennifer's famous and Owen's not, just like in real life. This might be a documentary, I'm not sure. And but then she's like, oh, maybe I like this fucking schlub. And that's the movie.
Absolutely. And then at one point she's like, this is your fault. The reason that all
You're
of
in
this
this
is
with me.
happening is because of you.
And
it's
he's
like,
like,
what?
well, I don't know if he said that, but he should be. The fuck are you talking
What
about?
are you talking
You had a
about?
mental breakdown on stage and married me.
Like-
I got sucked into your bullshit.
you're a famous person and you ask me to marry you.
Yeah.
What am I going to say? No?
Yeah.
You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
And the most
you're a
attractive
billionaire
woman
and
over 50.
and didn't make me sign a prenup.
Exactly.
I would be crazier than you to say no.
Yeah. Marry you, stay married for X amount of time, and then clean up.
Yeah. Mrs. Bezos style.
Yeah. Mrs. Bates.
The richest woman in the world.
Mrs. Gates. Well,
Melinda?
Melinda Gates.
Belinda Carlisle.
Belinda.
Did Bill Gates marry Belinda Carlisle?
Yep, he did. He did.
Huh.
He
I guess heaven is a place on
I
earth.
was going to say, he took her breath away.
Those are jokes for old people.
Like us.
Alrighty.
What a dumb fucking movie.
But I was so and was not expecting like such a like down the middle early year release. I know like obviously it's January and February movie time.
Yeah.
The stuff that's been sitting on the shelf since mid-season last year. Or in the case of Pierce Brosnan's The King's Daughter, I believe, on the shelf since 2014 and coming out now.
Well,
pretty exciting.
He's going to look great. Everybody's going to think he's a super hunk still.
But for this, for trailers before this Paul Thomas Anderson art film, this like
Dumb
just
rom-com.
schlocky rom-com that honestly I hope makes Avengers money and it becomes a whole franchise.
King's Daughter. Well, look at you.
Yeah. Which I think also has an insane premise.
William Hurt.
Oh yeah, there's people
Now
in
I'm
it. Because
listening.
I saw like a glimpse of a trailer. I'm like, huh, Pierce is looking pretty good. I'm like, oh, this was filmed 8 years ago.
Yep. King Louis's quest for immortality leads him to capture and steal a mermaid's life force.
That's right.
A move that is further complicated by his illegitimate daughter's discovery of the creature.
Yeah, so Louis XIV, the Sun King, longest reigning monarch until Queen Elizabeth II, I believe.
Yeah.
It steals a mermaid.
Oh, she's Chinese.
The mermaid?
Yeah. Played by Bing Bing Fan.
Sounds like you're joking, but
Sounds like
probably
what
is
happens when...
Okay, I love what's about to happen. Go on. Hold on. Let me get comfortable. Okay, go ahead.
Sounds like what happens when you accidentally knock your fan over in the summer, and then when you put it back up, it's making a bing bing noise.
Yeah.
Bing 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 bing.
That's what I wanted. I'm happy now.
Oh, she's also in one of those awesome straight-to-DVD Chinese movies starring Bruce Willis and Adrian Brody.
Oh, sick. Brody's really found his niche.
Yeah, go to China.
Go to
It's
China.
the only place you're famous.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't
Bing,
stress it.
bing, 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 bing. Just
Damn
a
it.
rattling
What
fan.
happened to this fucking thing? Then the other thing we're talking about is a little new or old series.
I mean, this is the news.
This is the news on Peacock,
Peacock.
Paramount Plus,
Peacock.
Hulu,
I don't fucking know. One of those American bullshit.
Tubi,
Tubi. Tout.
Quibi. Is this a Quibi show? Anyway, I don't know if y'all remember back in the before times, aka 2019, when a parody trailer of a gritty reboot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was made, and people thought, "Hey, that's a pretty cool, amusing, ironic trailer." And then Peacock said, "Gotta have it," and they've made it for real. I believe a 2-season order minimum of the new show Bel-Air, which is actually a funnier trailer than Marry Me. I feel like I'm cheating on Marry Me by saying that, but I think I laughed harder at Bel-Air. I like it was that laugh in disbelief kind of laugh.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe this is
real.
This is the reality that we
Yeah.
have found ourselves in. It's so fun. Yeah, I made you watch it last week,
Yes,
right?
you did?
Yeah. Your thoughts?
It's really stupid. Like I like that they took this premise
Yeah.
and made it so that Will isn't a total fucking Uncle Tom.
Yes.
Like, he really is, because in the trailer he like shoots a gun.
Oh, no,
to scare off the bad guy, like
he's
the
legit.
thugs.
Yeah.
And then when he gets sent to somewhere in California, I guess I assume Bel-Air.
I'm thinking Bel-Air.
He's then he's way more thuggish. Like,
Yeah.
he's way it stays out a lot darker now in Bel-Air, and
It's daylight savings time, baby.
It's daylight savings time, and he's a lot more of like, like big dick energy than he is like a goofy dummy who's like likable, but also if he ever saw a real black person, he'd be scared.
It's more big dick energy and less Big Willie style.
Yeah. This isn't the Willennium.
Uncle Phil, black as hell.
Blackest man. Blackest man. Straight out of deepest, darkest, blackest Africa.
But yeah, check out the Bel-Air trailer if you want it. Check out the Bel-Air trailer for the series or the one from 3 years ago. They're largely the same, except one is for a real series and one was
a fan film.
Kind of an ironic joke.
Yeah.
that the good people at NBC Universal did not understand. That's if this is Peacock. I'm not. Is it Peacock? Do you remember? Did you break your? Oh, you're doing research. I appreciate that. I guess I could too. I'm at a.
You're literally looking at a phone.
I'm at a computer. Bel-Air.
Bel-Air. It is Peacock.
We did it.
P.
Hold on. Is
Peacock. Peacock.
See, now what's interesting is the first. No, I guess the second video hit for me typing in Bel-Air trailer is Bel-Air trailer 2022 new Fresh Prince reboot series produced by Will Smith, copyright 2021 Peacock, Peacock. Peacock spelled wrong. I'm guessing this is not official.
This time we're trying to make you free.
It is by One Media, who has 4 million subscribers, and they spelled Peacock wrong.
Well,
Don't let it do
good
that.
job.
Oh, but is One Media not a English thing? No, it's a thing. No, they just
Hello and welcome.
publish nothing but trailers.
Weird.
Well, you had a job.
You had a chance. and
One
you blew
Media. Verified 3.96 million subscribers.
it. We'll verify you.
Verified doesn't know how to spell cock.
You know what?
That's what I've verified.
You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
Are you?
I'm gonna allow it.
Well,
It's hip. It's trendy. It's cool.
oh, speaking of allow it, but watching yourself, McCoy. McCoy's back. Law and Order OG
Really?
is back next month
Oh my god.
for season 21
yeah.
after an 11-year break.
Well, why not?
I have 3 Law and Orders on the air now.
That's true.
I'm so
That's true.
excited.
What about
But McCoy, Benson, and Stabler each have their own show now.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you believe it?
That's true.
Dude, that's so much rape per week. I don't know if
Your
I can.
rape quota just went up 33%.
In the past year, my rape quota has tripled.
yeah,
That's bonkers.
that's bonkers.
Because, I mean, it wasn't small
It wasn't
to begin
small.
with, but now, unbelievable.
I need more rape. Gotta have more rape.
Hello, NBC. Yeah, it's me again. Could you maybe do more rape?
You know how some people write letters to movie stars? Well, this guy writes This guy writes.
I
letters
write
to Law and
movie
Order.
stars to letters.
Yeah.
But no, I write Law and
Dear
Order.
Law and Order.
It's me again.
It was really cool when that guy did that thing. P.S. Can you bring back 2 more Law and Orders so there's more rape? I like it when they rape.
Look, I like that you've kept the the most rape heavy Law and Order on air the most consistently, SVU. Because special victims, that's where it's at. That's what we're talking about.
A special victim is a raped.
That is a rapey. And that's the name of the game. It's been on. We've got to be in season 24 at this point. One of the longest running scripted shows of all time. But you know, there's no reason we can't have satellite shows. There's no reason we can't bring McCoy back. Also, how old is Sam Waterston? 94?
Pretty old.
But he's the star of the show.
Pretty
old. So, I hope he's like super woke now.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be cool. I hope he's had a real. I mean, he was always a good guy. It's not like he was blasting ends on original Law and Order or anything. But I hope he's gone like real far, to the point where it's annoying.
Yeah.
And I hope he. That'd be okay. No, because McCoy is always like a very good guy. So I can see him just like continuing, just societally, just continuing to go that direction. But obviously he's going to have like a new, much younger counterpart. And I hope that guy is his polar opposite.
He's 81.
That's fairly old for a network show.
Yep. And for a guy that's been not doing it for a long time.
Is his daughter hot?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Don't even look. You're going to be disgusted.
Does he have a hot relative? Is his wife hot?
Probably not.
How's Mrs. Waterston looking?
Fucking no, man. What about Law and Order Trial by Jury?
That had a short run.
Law and Order. Oh, he was okay. That's just. It doesn't actually.
That might have been a one and
have
done.
It listed, but I guess whatever.
I'll tell you all about Law and Order season 21. That Special Victims Unit. Okay, there we go. The 21st season of Law and Order.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Was ordered by NBC on September 28th, 2021, over a decade after its original cancellation. This is sick.
Dick Wolf. Dick Wolf. Dick Wolf.
How rich is Dick Wolf?
Like a quadrillionaire.
He's a quadrillionaire. 4 trillions.
He's had so many trillions he can't even count anymore.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, interesting cast. Sam Waterston,
Yep.
Anthony Anderson.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
he was in.
He's been on
yeah.
Law and Order before. Yeah. Jeffrey Donovan. Oh, that guy. That guy with the teeth.
It was fucking. He's fucking Burn Notice.
He's Burn Notice is who he is.
Dear
That's
Burn
right.
Notice, no one watched you.
Hugh Dancy of Hannibal and The Path with Aaron Paul fame. That's right, a second Hugh Dancy pull. And the incomparable Cameron Manheim Steamroller.
Gross.
Fuck off, Toby. That's a Romeo and Michelle reference.
Yep.
I'm in. I'm 100% in for this. Did they order 100 episodes? Is it already in syndication? Hold on. Sorry, I just saw the words through 2025 in the Wikipedia, and I got dizzy. Dick Wolf signed an overall deal with NBC and Universal in 2020 that will keep him at the network through 2025. Some kind of Law and Order through 2025.
Wow. Well, good for you.
That's
Good for you, Scott. I'm proud of you.
That's a lot.
I'm happy for you that you stuck through this. You got rewarded for your loyalty.
It's a lot of rape.
That's a lot of rape.
Lot of rape.
You've seen a lot of Dean Canes.
I really have.
Is that Dean Kane?
Oh, so excited. Let's talk about a movie.
Who's your favorite rapist?
Ooh, Bryan Singer.
I went on the show, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I'm sure you had a guest spot. Everyone's been on Law and Order. Come on.
Law and Order. Wasn't Robin Williams on Law and Order? Didn't he have a guest spot once?
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The last week's had. I feel like they've gotten away from like down the middle stuff. Sometimes they try to get to social commentary or ripped from the headlines y.
Gotcha.
Although I did like when they did the Epstein stuff with I believe our boy Titus Welliver was the Epstein
Smoke Monster.
Good casting actually. He
Bosch.
Hieronymus Bosch himself.
Yeah.
Also a good show.
Says you.
But yeah, last week it says everyone Bosch rocks. How dare you? But last week just a straight up down the middle pedophile. Just
haven't had one in a while.
I mean, there's been stuff, and there's always other angles to it, and sometimes it's not the one you think of, like, oh, he's a pedophile, and it wasn't even a mystery. Just like you see him take the kid, and then they find the kid, and he's molested, and he did it. It was great. I don't know if people understand.
A greater thing couldn't have happened.
I don't know if people understand how a happy Law and Order makes me. It is my absolute number one comfort show.
I love child rape.
Well,
Scott Henson.
I wouldn't put it exactly like that.
I wouldn't say love. I'm just not against.
Is that an excerpt from one of my letters to Law and Order? Yeah, sure, but you need the context.
Is it the opening statement of your autobiography, Mein Kampf 2?
This time it's personal.
This time it's about children.
My struggle with children. So we watched Multiplicity from 1996, starring Michael Keaton
and
a very special Michael Keaton. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You'll notice we're doing the movie that won the poll in one of our gaslighty attempts to trick you guys into thinking we still respect you. We figured we couldn't punish you 2 weeks in a row.
Well, they
got Bedazzled so wrong we had no choice in the matter.
Yeah,
true. We had to do Bedazzled.
True. This week though didn't have like a definitive like this is the right answer.
This is the one.
And if you don't pick it, you're stupid.
If we had our druthers, we probably would have done National Lampoon's Vacation.
I guess only because neither one of us had seen it.
Because we haven't seen it. But we definitely weren't against Multiplicity. So we did it. You've seen it a long time ago?
Yeah, probably like 98.
Yeah, I've never seen it, although I do remember a poster for it at Rogers Video. Local jokes get you local work. Not even, I was going to say, joke is a strong word. Literally just references.
Local reference gets you local work.
Yeah. I love a local
Down
podcast.
at the Tim Hortons drive-thru.
I love so many Americans have asked, like, hey, should I go to Tim Hortons when I go to Canada? No. Have you been to Dunkin' Donuts? Well, imagine it's much worse. I also love that I just pronounced Dunkin' Donuts like the woman on that news interview when the Dunkin' Donuts in Shamokin, Pennsylvania burned down, and now they don't have a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I go there when I gotta do some legal work and get some papers, get a Dunkaccino, maybe a couple donuts, and I go and sit down at that table, and I had to deal with my paperwork that I gotta deal with.
When
The only thing I'll say, like, I've only been to Dunkin' Donuts a couple times. The only thing I think that is good at Tim Hortons is ice caps. I think ice caps are good.
They're fine if you had to go to Tim Hortons.
Sure, yeah. But like the donuts are no better, no worse than Dunkin' Donuts. Like the coffee's not is whatever.
The coffee sucks.
Yeah, like it's watery coffee.
I would say it's one of the, considering it's ostensibly a coffee shop, it's a coffee and donut shop. They have other food, but it is among the worst commercially available coffee you can get.
It's bad when
McDonald's
McDonald's is better.
McDonald's is way better. It's not like McDonald's is great, but for the price, McDonald's is okay coffee.
Yeah.
And Tim Hortons is decidedly not.
Yeah. Take it from a man who worked at Tim Hortons when he was in high school.
Oh, that's right, you did.
The coffee is bad.
It sucks.
Also, well, I don't know what it's like now, but if you ever went to the Tim Hortons on United Boulevard in Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, in the year 2002, 2003,
Bush administration,
we definitely were supposed to rotate out the coffee every hour if nobody drank it.
And how'd that go?
We didn't.
Oh, so the coffee was even worse.
Yeah, it was old.
than if it was fresh.
Yeah, and especially with
because it's not good at the best of times.
With decaf too. Decaf would sit there for several hours, and then we would say, "Oh, well, yeah, we'll brew a new pot." And then sometimes we would just pour regular coffee, like fresh regular, into it just to like kind of like
fresh it up a bit.
You know, give it a little spritz.
I like that move. Also, if you're drinking decaf, you get what you deserve.
Absolutely.
I've never considered drinking decaf in my life.
You know what it's like? It's like the people who drink non-alcoholic beer but that aren't recovering alcoholics. Like,
it's that.
Why would you drink it?
It's that.
For the taste.
It is
the taste is shit.
Yeah, it is people who just like O'Doul's. Yeah. Not recovering alcoholics, not people who were literally addicted to it and need to wean off it and still need the taste but can't have the alcohol. That's something that makes sense mentally, chemically. But people who just, I like O'Doul's.
I'm a big O'Doul's fan.
Yeah.
I like the way it tickles my tongue. And then I use that tongue to kiss my sister.
Yeah, that guy. That guy's not for me.
Nope.
What was it? Oh yeah, the also, if you guys haven't seen the Shamokin, Pennsylvania Dunkin' Donuts news clip, go ahead and see it. But
Raise your hand if you've been to Shamokin, Pennsylvania.
oh, two raised hands. Oh,
I didn't go.
oh, you didn't go. That's right.
Scott went,
I
though.
have. But yeah, I was gonna say when Adam showed me that clip, I'm like, well, one, that was a very funny clip, and two, I'm about to blow your mind. I've probably been to that Dunkin' Donuts because I've been to Shamokin, PA, and wrestled in a 12 by 12 wrestling ring. The silliest thing anyone's ever done.
Yep.
Have I been to Shamokin twice or once?
One for sure. I don't know about two.
2007.
Was fuck or and lobster the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's one.
That's it.
And that was Deppen versus Deppen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just the once. I've been to other shitty parts of Pennsylvania. I've been to York. I've been to
York.
Although
Pittsburgh.
Now I'm questioning, was 2000, because I went in 2006 as well, was that just a different part of Shamokin?
Oh God,
was it? Yeah, I'm getting deep.
We've opened an autism wormhole.
Yep. That's okay. Don't worry.
It's fast.
It's fast. The wormhole is very fast.
I can't believe that this still exists.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not going anywhere.
No. The first year was Dover, Pennsylvania. I've been to
Dover,
Shamokin, and York,
and Pittsburgh. Didn't Schneider live directly in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, but that's not as cool.
I'm talking about like shitty city.
all the stupid cities in Pennsylvania that I've flown to wrestle in. Pittsburgh is a real city. They got 3 rivers there. Can you believe it?
3's a lot.
Name them.
Ohio.
Yep. The other 2 are much trickier.
Wampanoag.
Sure.
And Mississippi.
Those are the ones. No fact checking, please.
Speaking of
because I'm a Jeopardy edit, I believe it's the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela.
Is it Hawaiian?
Yes.
Okay.
And the Hula Hula Nuku Nuku.
Speaking of shithead Steve Schneider from Pennsylvania, did you see what his newest tattoo is?
I hope he's just recreating Pete Davidson's body. I hope he got Hillary Clinton.
That would be rad. When he posted he was getting a new tattoo on Instagram, I sent him a message that said, "Oh, did Chewy get the same one?" And I don't think he got the joke because he said, "No, Chewy and I got matching." What the fuck are those things? That thing called the
bad guys in G.I. Joe?
No. It was
or was it Transformers?
Remember the logo that they got from that they had on the matching gear?
What? But was it not either G.I. Joe or Transformers?
Capsule Markets.
Oh, Mad Capsule Markets?
Yeah.
Is that what they got matching?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what he told me.
Okay.
However...
Well, if it's what he told you, then it was.
Is his newest tattoo...
Hillary Clinton. Or is it a different first lady? Did he get Mamie Eisenhower?
Like a hand-drawn...
Lady Bird Johnson.
By someone, like, not a professional.
Abigail Adams.
Of Jared Leto as the Joker with the hand over the mouth.
And damaged on the forehead?
Yeah. No. Did he get that?
Why?
Absolutely.
For funny or for serious?
I'm thinking for serious.
I see. I'm going to pivot and go back to talking about Dunkin' Donuts because I did have another Dunkin' Donuts thing. They do a crazy thing. They do one of the most American things I've ever seen or heard of.
Not graduate high school?
There is truly nothing more American than not graduating high school. But because they like Starbucks, they have all kinds of, they hide the mediocrity of their base coffee with a million crazy flavors and stuff. And because I remember going there and getting I think it was a cookies and cream latte or something along those lines. And when you order just a coffee, just a drip coffee, they ask you if you want cream or sugar or anything.
Yeah.
They do that with every drink on the menu.
Huh.
Even though the cookies and cream latte is already
cookies and cream
full of milk and sugar. but you can get like just sugar put in your cookies and cream latte. It's fucking insane.
That is very American.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I was impressed. I was awestruck.
That's nuts.
I was wonderstruck, starring Julianne Moore and some deaf people.
What?
It was a movie. It was either the opening or closing gala at VIFF a couple years ago, and P.S. It sucked.
Did it have some of the worst CGI fire you've ever seen in your life?
No, but that was another Julianne Moore movie at Vancouver Film Festival that I also saw. But VIFF has, in recent years, picked some like shit opening and closing movies.
Yeah, well,
because they did that
the David Thewlis one.
The Adam McGoyan, David Thewlis guest of honor also sucked, and yeah, they not a great track record.
Nope. Fartsy fartsy assholes though.
Yep.
You get to sit through all that cool talk at the beginning though.
Yeah, which at the end makes it all worth it.
Absolutely.
Even if it was a bad movie, I got to hear an 8-minute land acknowledgement.
Yep.
Feels good, man.
But you do get to sit through an 8-minute land acknowledgement to see an awesome movie about a tiger.
That was actually worth it.
Yes.
And I check every day to see if the movie's available somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I don't think it ever is going to be.
Is it too small?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll give it a while because I mean it was
Hit
just
up the director.
I was gonna say it was just a
maybe
smallish documentary at a film festival, so I'll give it a while and then I'll hit up the director and say, hey, can I
get a copy?
Have it?
Yeah. Maybe you'll have better luck than me trying to get Ash and Violent.
Yeah.
Fucking hooligan, you motherfucker.
You weird Vancouver Norwegian man.
But like I hit up the production company, I hit up like the distributor, and nobody fucking answered me. Yeah. Multiple times. And he doesn't have social media, so I can't really hit him up.
Hit up the guy.
I'm gonna find him. I bet you somebody I know knows him. If he's in Vancouver.
Yeah. Honestly.
You know what? I'm gonna try.
Look into it.
I'm gonna try.
I was just psyched when I found like the one torrent of Violent, and then a few showed up of Ash.
Yeah,
so,
quite a few showed up of Ash.
Yeah,
I think.
Ash showed up better. Yeah. So yeah, P.S. If you didn't listen to our best of the 2010 stuff last year, go ahead and check out all the movies by Andrew Hukuliak. I have to spell it right.
Hukulak.
Andrew Hukulak. I think, unless that's just a different
fucking coward.
Well, let's look up Violent 2014. There we go. It is Hukuliak. It was a different Andrew Hukulak in BC that I looked up.
Weird.
Andrew Hukuliak, Hukuliak. He has made Violent 2014, and he has made Ash 2019. And both are fucking great. Yep. Both were in my top 10s of those respective years.
He apparently has one coming out, in theory.
He's
in production, but
he's the editor of... Oh, hold on. What?
You got the wrong guy.
No.
You got the wrong guy? No, you might not have the wrong guy.
He's the director of, I guess it's already out, a short. SARS-CoV-2. Which threw me at first because I was reading one line off and I thought it was from 2016. I'm like, he's good.
He predicted it.
He's very good.
I don't like that on...
He was also an editor on A Brony Tale.
Sick.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in the fandom knows him.
Probs.
I don't like that Ash has such a low rating on IMDb.
I'll tell you why.
Now, granted, it only has 285 views, but 5.8 is low.
That is a wildly low rating, but I'll tell you why it's a low rating. Because people are cowards about the subject matter.
Yep. Absolutely.
Let's say it's a little bit like last week's Law & Order episode, but nicer. Can we agree?
Absolutely.
It's nicer.
It's charming.
It is charming.
Yeah. Very, very quick story of this girl I used to work with at a grocery store. She was a cashier.
I worked with a girl at a grocery store.
Correct. I work with several girls. I'm seeing lots of people. I see lots of women. I see lots of guys too.
I'm glad you like my hair. Wanna buy it?
Great reference. Huge crush on her, and I like really wanted to ask her out. She did makeup in movies as well.
You were 29, she was 13?
Okay, first of all, you can't work at 13. And second of all, it was in mainland China,
seen some people,
so I was fine.
I've seen some people put in some work at 13. Don't you worry about it.
We were talking about movies or whatever, and at the time, I was working on a script, and it was very touchy subject matter involving
Ash-type topics?
Ash-type topics, but like, kind of very similar of like, you know, the people that... because I always thought there's bound to be people who realize they're pedophiles and like do not want to be pedophiles.
The people who in Nymphomaniac, Stellan Skarsgård said were heroes.
Yes, those people.
Gotcha.
So I was writing a script about that, or like I had an idea for it. So I wrote a treatment, and her and I were talking about it, and I had said,
I've always enjoyed that terminology.
A treatment?
A treatment.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It is. It's just I find it interesting.
Yep.
Anyway.
But I'd mentioned to her, I'm like, oh, like I'm writing this thing, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, like I'd like to read it. And I was like, I mean, the subject matter is like very dark and like but like I like fucked up things and dark things, and I just want to make people uncomfortable, essentially. Mm-hmm. And but I also want to like do something that's like not just the norm.
I'm making art.
I'm making fetish porn. And so she was like, no, it's totally cool. Like you can like, I'll read it and see. So I gave it to her one day at work, and she was going to read it on her break.
And it was her last day at work.
It was the last day she was ever nice to me.
I see.
Like I you know, she was friendly enough, but she wouldn't talk to me like normal. And at the time I was kind of just like, why is she being a bitch?
The dynamic changed.
Yeah, I was like, why is she being such a bitch? And then she quit, and I was going to work.
Went to a mental hospital.
I was going to work downtown at the school, and I'd said like, oh, like you're going to be going to school downtown. I'm going to be working downtown. Like we should like hang out or go out or something. She's like, no, that's fine. Ooh. And then within like a couple weeks, she had unfriended me on Facebook.
Damn.
And like we had mutual friends and stuff, so I would like ask them. I'm like, oh, does like Katie fucking hate me now?
Mad at me?
And they were like, oh yeah, like she's really just doesn't want to talk to you. And I was like, oh. Cool. So,
wow.
I guess writing a story about a female pedophile who commits atrocious acts, but against her own judgment, isn't really good to give to a girl who you're interested in.
Let that be a lesson, future screenwriters.
Only give that stuff to gay dudes you're into.
Yeah. Don't think it's cool.
Yeah. Because they just want your D.
Yeah. At the end of the day. Multiplicity, 1996. We open on Q from Star Trek. I get psyched. John Delancey.
R.I.P.
Oh, he is.
I think so. I think he's R.I.P.
Yeah. I think he is. I gotta check. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, your stat.
I don't want to misreport.
Stat boy. Don't
want to misreport a dead man. No. He's fine.
No, he's dead.
You asshole.
He's fucking dead.
Why would you say that about him?
P.S. He's dead tomorrow. I'm killing him. John Delancey, you'd better fucking
direct threat.
His wife's name is Marnie. What a fucking name.
Got her. We open on Q from Star Trek and the hottest Eugene Levy you've ever seen.
Absolutely. Like svelte and looking Italian. A real Guido.
Looks like a black and white picture of a young Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah.
He looks great. Michael Keaton's this is going to be crazy in a 90s sort of fluff movie.
Fluff.
Michael Keaton is something of a put-upon husband, if you can believe it, and not a common trope at all at this time. But I do like that in the first scene with his wife Andie MacDowell, he almost beats her.
I mean, I don't know about almost beats her, but he
slammed the table.
She's really testing him. he's had it up to here. One more thing, and he can't be held accountable for what he does.
One of these days, Alice.
One of these days.
To the moon.
To the moon. But you know what? In the 1990s, that was acceptable. That was acceptable.
Oh yeah,
You were allowed to get that testy with your wife.
Well, you know where rule of thumb comes from, the phrase, the idiom.
Yeah.
You couldn't beat a woman with anything wider than your thumb.
Ah.
Anything less, all good in the hood.
I
baby.
always thought it was you could punch your wife as long as you don't tuck your thumb.
Thumb out.
Open thumb punches, you're fine. But once you get that thumb clenched, and you're like, no, because your hand's pretty loose like this, so it doesn't hurt. But once you get that thumb squeezed
the thumb
in,
really brings.
you can fucking pop.
The thumb brings the whole fist
It
together.
really does.
With the thumb way off to the side, then you're just hitchhiking.
Yeah. And also, like, your fingers are kind of loose, so, like, it hurts.
I was going to say,
but you're not doing serious
I'm
damage.
picturing punching with my thumb out. It feels stupid.
It's absolutely. Especially how the people that tuck their thumb inside.
Well, you're just trying to break
retarded.
your thumb, you dum-dum.
Yeah. Like,
what are you doing? That's how number 4 punches. We'll get to him.
We'll get to that. We will get to number 4.
So he's in construction and has a family.
Yep.
And that's
real original.
And that's too much.
Yeah, just can't handle it.
Pretty much. Like
can't handle being a somewhat good construction guy.
He has a job, a wife, 2 kids. Too much.
Hard.
And
like a relatively big house.
Well, like his property in Vancouver today would sell for $3.5 million.
To what kind of person?
To Chinese business criminals.
And would they live there?
They would not live there.
Oh, okay.
They would not even live in this country.
Oh, okay.
They would buy it to launder their dirty money from China.
Interesting.
Yeah. Any further questions?
Where did the pandemic start?
Florida.
God damn it, Florida. Every time. You're the dirty dong of America.
You tried to get me, but I didn't fall for it.
I did.
So, so Keaton's on a construction job. Like, are you laughing at something else? Or
I'm just
still
remembering the John Cena and The Rock thing.
Oh, that's very fun. Go ahead and look up how John Cena speaks Chinese and how The Rock speaks Chinese.
Very good.
And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Maybe.
And you'll see which one should be our future president.
Yeah.
Spoiler, it's not the coward who apologized to China.
They own him.
You know what would get John Cena my vote for president? If when he was asked to apologize to China, he apologized to China the wrestler instead of the country.
Yeah.
He's like, Joni Lore, I hope you're up in heaven listening right now. Look, I'm really sorry that I said Taiwan was a country. Joni, China, forgive me. Like that's my vote for life.
Maybe she's not in China. Maybe she's not in heaven.
Joni Lore is in heaven. She's a beautiful angel.
With a big dick.
It's a small dick.
It's like a thumb.
It's a big clit, but a small dick. Let's be fair.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. So he's at a construction job, like a water pipe burst, and he has a
complete meltdown,
complete mental breakdown. Yeah. And the job is at some pseudo-sciencey facility.
Yeah, it's kind of not really said what it is, like some research facility, maybe.
Yeah. So a very the Harris Yulin as the classic mischievous scientist, a nutty professor type. A Christopher Lloyd,
pretty lady.
A Christopher Lloyd archetype. Yeah, like just meets Michael Keaton and then has like immediately, like in seconds, assessed his entire situation. Is like, this fucker needs a clone. Just
we need to double up on this guy.
Say no more. We're doing 2 Keatons. So you know he gives him the whole hey, don't you wish you had more time to cheat on your wife and play golf? And Keaton's like, yeah, I do. I really do. So he clones him. So they basically 3D print just a fully functional, full memories, full knowledge Michael Keaton, except they show the end result of the 3D print. He's a smooth boy.
Yeah, he's a smooth boy.
No dong.
He's a Ken.
However, there's very much implication of dong later. So I would love to understand that process. of how it
You're
like
not going to.
of how it grows after the initial fabrication has been done.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
What if they
to
just
me.
screw it on afterwards?
What if my dick will get bigger later?
Hopefully it's when I leave.
So now we got two Keatons. They're initially the same person, same memories, same knowledge, same feelings, same everything. But then pretty quickly, they sort of deviate.
Yeah.
And the Keaton clone is like a little more of a dick and a little more of...
he's like a bro.
Yeah, he's very much a bro.
He wants to get a satellite so he can watch all the sports.
Yeah, big sports guy.
Big sports guy. He starts smoking at one point.
He does start smoking.
He's he just wants to like hang out and bro down.
Yeah. And then regular Keaton is gets after arguing with his kid's football coach, gets roped into coaching himself. Michael Keaton wearing a Penn State hat.
Yep.
My favorite college football team. If I can't imagine there are any non-sports fans listening, but on the off chance there are, go ahead and look up Penn State football scandal and you'll be pleasantly surprised, which was going on at the time of this movie for years before and years after. What are you singing?
Let's go Penn State.
Oh, he's singing the Penn State song.
No. When Kale wouldn't stop doing it at the fucking NYE
Yeah.
because he was drunk and an idiot
He was both of those things.
and fat.
All of those
Kale,
things.
you're fat.
But go see what assistant coach Jerry Sandusky was up to, and what head coach Joe Paterno was covering up.
Jopa.
One of the most legendary college football coaches of all time. Let's just say they took the statue down.
But only after a real fight.
Yes. Oh yeah. He
didn't do it.
He still had his supporters.
He didn't do it.
But it was a sad day for sports.
Sad day for Scott, even though he wears that shirt all the time.
I love that shirt.
How long have you had that shirt? 20 years?
Easy 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I love it.
Well,
I'll put it on right now.
It's because you go for it. I dare you. I dare you to put on your Nittany Lions shirt right now, live on air on this podcast.
You called my bluff.
Good.
You know what?
You know what? I'm going to put it on. Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, he is up in the closet right now. He will be coming out of the closet very soon. He's digging for it.
Don't you worry.
He's a cooking us something up. I don't like the fact that I'm the only one talking because there's nobody to prevent me from saying what I want.
There it is.
Oh, he brought it out.
Boom.
He brought out the big dogs.
Penn State.
Oh, I don't know. That, to me, I know that is the shirt.
It's the shirt.
That's not what it looks. It looks like in my head.
What's it
I
look
feel
like
like
in
the
your head?
logo is bigger. Like I thought the logo was like the size of the shirt.
I mean, it's a good size.
No, the logo is tiny. I mean the head.
Oh, the
I thought
the picture.
I thought it was
You
bigger.
thought the
and
Nittany
then-
Lion was
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
No, he's not that big.
No.
He's just a little guy.
Put on. Give me a fashion show. Give Daddy a fashion
I'm
show.
gonna put it on over my hoodie
Oh, I hope you rip it.
and then get too hot.
Yeah. You gotta make sure you pull the hood through the shirt.
Of course,
Other
it
words,
goes through. This is, and it's one of those.
this is your first rodeo.
It's one of those fake 2-layer
Yeah.
long sleeve shirts.
Yep.
So it looks like a t-shirt over a long sleeve, but it's just one piece.
I like that you're struggling.
But it's
Hey, you did it.
cool.
Now you're supporting the good guys.
I'm wearing the t-shirt of a team full of child rapists. Or at least one real good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it.
You want to be a star, don't you?
I do want to be a star. What was the last year that Michael Keaton had a good hairline? 1984?
Maybe. No, he's never really had a good hairline.
Never?
Not really.
Like
He's always kind of had a widow's peak.
he hit adulthood and it's already bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how far back I can go and find a decent.
Deep dive on Michael Keaton's hair.
And also superficial things I'm picking on people about. Let's talk about Andie MacDowell's accent.
Yep.
I couldn't tell if her character was a little bit Southern, which seems like a very specific character choice, because it just certain words she says have a twang, and others just sound pretty normal. So we looked her up. Andie MacDowell is from South Carolina,
Yeah.
a state that flew the Confederate flag well into the 2010s. Respect.
Yeah.
And so she's clearly one of those actresses who got out of her small bumpkin town, moved to the big city, became a famous actress, and has been trying to kick that fucking dog shit hillbilly accent for 30 years.
Yep.
Keep trying, Andy. We love you.
You're fine. I don't know that we love you.
She's great in Groundhog Day.
Sure. She's great in one movie.
That's one more than you. And the same number as me. Netflix's The Main Event 2020.
Starring chubby wrestler in background, Scott Henson.
I believe it's red singlet wrestler. And not wrestler in awesome tiger singlet because the producers said it was too distracting.
I mean, it would be.
Fuck off.
But then you just tell them, well, then you got to give me a bigger part.
True, honestly.
Yeah.
Like one thing leads to another.
If it's distracting,
all of a sudden,
put me in the movie.
All of a sudden, I'm the little black kid who's the star.
Did you get magic powers for some shoes you got from The Miz?
I believe it was from like sniffing a lucha mask. But same principle. And fighting now WWE Raw superstar Commander Aziz, the former Babatunde.
Yep.
Who is fairly standoffish on set, but maybe just because he's 7 feet tall
and he doesn't speak good English
and doesn't speak great. I think he speaks fine English actually, but
Aziz or Azim? I never remember. Also, I don't care.
Well, now you've just filled me with doubt. Now, is it Azim, and is it just that Tom Lawler always calls him Aziz Ansari, or is he actually Aziz? This is important.
It's too late in the evening for our autism to be doing this.
It's Aziz.
Oh, okay.
Azeez.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we did it. Shout out to Babatunde. Okay, yeah. So we covered Andie MacDowell's secret accent. So things are going along. Turns out even two Michael Keatons can't handle a job, a wife, and 2 kids.
Well, the problem is that number 2 wants to just be a bro. He
Who does
doesn't
number
want
2
to be a
work
family
for?
man.
Who does number
That's
2
right. You tell that
work
turd who's boss. How about a courtesy flush over here?
But yeah, Keaton number 2 isn't actually that helpful.
Yeah, like he doesn't want to be a family man. He just wants to be like drink beer, watch football, and I guess go to work.
So while he is drinking beer and watching football, Keaton Prime comes in with, that's right, Keaton number 3, to which Keaton number 2 does one of the most killer double takes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He introduces him as
he's sitting on the couch watching football.
Yeah, and Keaton Prime comes in with 3. He's like, hey, this is number 3. And Keaton, watching football on the couch, says...
Gives him like a nonchalant, like,
hey.
Okay.
And then, like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. What?
Yeah,
so
like stands up,
spills
up, his beer,
yeah.
And just like the widest, like full eyes, full mouth, like,
yeah, it's awesome. And within minutes, I have written the next note: is number 3 gay? Question mark.
Well,
yeah.
The answer to that is yes.
I mean, he has sex with one person, and it's a woman, but
he doesn't like it.
He's gay.
He feels dirty afterwards.
So then things progress. So he's like the sensitive, nurturing, cooking, cleaning,
good father,
good father type. Also, it's not clear why each clone is like slightly off from just exactly the same.
Yeah, if they're a clone, why aren't they exactly the same?
Why aren't they exactly the same? Which gets really annoying when number 3 goes on the job site.
Yes.
But then because we know there's more than 3, and so you were first positing, because even when they were gonna do the first clone, he says to mischievous scientist Harris Yulin, like I'm not gonna become the Fly, basically. Yeah, right. Don't I
don't want big eyes.
I don't want those big crazy Jeff Goldblum eyes. And we're like, what if that did happen? That'd be sick. Yeah. Like, is that where this goes? And then
I hope clone number 6 or 7 is like half dog.
Yeah, exactly. So we're hoping for that, but we knew at least a 4th was coming, and I'm like, man, it'd be something if number 4 was retarded. And then I got my wish.
Happy birthday, Scott.
I'm like, oh God, like we couldn't believe it was happening.
No, absolutely not.
We're like,
very,
oh yeah,
very
this is
surprised.
1996. You can do this, I guess.
You can do whatever you want. There's no rules.
But yeah, so we get, I mean, he's not wearing a helmet, but he might as well be.
I mean, at one point he's wearing headgear.
He's wearing headgear. Sometimes he's wearing a boot.
Yeah, he wears a boot or he wears a toque with eye holes cut out of it.
Usually goggles.
Or usually goggles.
But yeah, Keaton is just chewing it up as number 4. He is going for it. So now there's 4 Keatons, and this commences the gaslighting Andy McDowell portion of the movie, where it's goofy sitcom premises, like they're both at a restaurant. One's with Andy McDowell, one's trying to cheat on her. Yeah, which is
number 1 is actually at dinner.
Number 1's with her, and
number
then
2
is trying to get pussy.
Yeah.
And yeah, like every sitcom premise you can think of, and it's just all these close shaves and just
it's like John Ritter in Three's Company.
It's every episode of Three's Company.
Yeah, and just
lying to Andy McDowell over and over, making her think she's crazy. Yeah, which is the move. Look, guys, ladies, just hit the skip forward just like 30-60 seconds on this guy. I just want to have a quick word with the guys. Okay, guys, ladies are gone. Whenever you're doing some fucked up shit, now listen to me here. Whenever you're doing some real fucked up shit, just lie to your girl and make her think she's crazy. And then when she doubles down and says, no, I'm not crazy, you're fucking around, tell her she's crazy. Eventually it'll work.
I mean, I do it.
Anyway, ladies, we're back, and Multiplicity. And now comes, I would say, my favorite part of the movie. I had several, but I think the part where the 3 clones run a train
on
Andy McDowell. If I had to pick one favorite part of the movie, it's probably that. Number 3, gay.
So number 1 leaves town because he wants to learn how to sail.
He wants to go sailing with Julie Bowen, who looks older in 1996 than she does today somehow.
It's weird.
It's super weird. Like, she looks 45 in this and Happy Gilmore and looks 30 now, and I believe she's 76 years old.
She might be.
Yeah.
She's a real Sam Waterston.
She is.
So yeah, he wants to go sailing. So what he does, he leaves number 3 in charge because he's the responsible one, and number 2 doesn't really like that, but he agrees to go along with it.
Yeah.
So number 3 has to stay in the house, look after the kids, look out, work with her.
Yeah.
But the number 1 rule that number 1 has,
don't fuck my wife,
is do not cuck him.
Yeah.
Even though you're him, he's the only one that gets to dick down his wife.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So what he tells him to do is fake being sick so that she doesn't try anything. And so
she does not take no for an answer.
No, she rapes him.
She rapes him.
She full on rapes gay
She rapes a
number 3.
gay man.
She rapes a gay man.
That's not okay, ladies.
Which, honestly, I bet you's happened a lot in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know that the joke is men can't be raped, but gay men can be raped by women.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of...
women forcing themselves on closeted gay men.
Yes.
For sure.
Because they're friends with them and they're into them, or... Yeah, I bet you that happens quite a bit.
Yeah. Guys, report it. Don't let these criminal bitches get away with one more.
This podcast is all about how much Scott loves rape. And also... hates
no,
women.
that was... Look, see, that one's very torn, because that one is actually me...
saying rape is bad.
Having to say it's bad, but that's only because it's women doing it. I was really torn between two lovers there. Love of rape, also misogyny.
Misogyny.
What a great name. Hey, guys,
what a dumb bitch.
if you ever have a tiny little wrestling fed in the mid 2000s, and and a silly girl wants to join in and doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Give her the stage name Miscellaneous. It's fun for everyone.
It's really fun.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would do again. So she rapes the gay one, and then the bro comes into the picture, and he is very quickly also talked into fucking her. And what was the situation with number 2?
He was hungry, and
and then
number
she just
4 had eaten all the food.
Yeah. Number 4 ate all the candy, and so number 2's hungry, goes in the house. Andy is downstairs from getting her post-rape midnight snack, which appears to be her eating chocolate sauce.
Yeah. Well,
look, I don't pretend to know everything about women.
Okay.
But I didn't think they just went downstairs after raping a gay man and ate chocolate sauce by itself.
Well, you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
That's what happens.
Okay.
Trust me, I know it firsthand.
Well, that's what she was doing. And then I guess the chocolate, of course, an aphrodisiac, got her horned up again. And
just horned up.
Yeah. And then, so then she and number 2 fuck. And then, I don't know, number 4 got lonely, ran out of candy.
No, there was lightning or something, and it scared him.
Oh, he got scared.
So he ran into the house.
He came running out. He was
soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
So she was like, "Oh my god!"
She's like, "Oh," because she had asked him to go get something out of the car or something. Comes in soaking wet.
Close the windows of the car, whatever.
Pardon me.
Allow it.
And then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know how much it was raining." And then takes out his clothes. Takes off his shirt. The act of taking his clothes off gets him horned up.
Fully hard.
Yeah.
Taking off wet clothes gets
I was secretly hoping there would be an implication that he had a bigger dick than the other Michaels. Yep. But they didn't go with that. But so she sees his engorged phallus, and then he says, my peppy.
My peppy.
And then she fucks him.
She fucks him good.
So of the 3, there was 1 legal consent.
Yes.
Nice bat. You know what? 333, all-star batting average, Andy. Can't fault you there. 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
1 out of 3.
That's a Hall of Fame batting average.
Although 2 doesn't actually want to do it at first.
No, 2 sort of had to.
But then she's like just kissing him all over, and he was fuck it.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. But the other 2,
and that one was the most consensual of the 3. I see in my notes here I typed all caps, she fucked him. Referring to number 4.
Fuck the retard.
Cut to gay guy on the job site who, as has been established, has all the memories and knowledge of Keaton Prime, is absolutely fucking up a site inspection.
Completely incompetent. Like, he doesn't even understand the questions he's being asked.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, why are you using a 1-inch instead of when you wrote that you have 2-inch on the blueprint? Yeah. And he can't even, functionally think of any answer. Yeah. He has to go and call number 2, who's at home sick from being outside in the storm. Yeah. And he's filling in for. So, he doesn't even have the basic knowledge of how anything works.
Yeah. It makes no sense. It defeats its own premise.
Yeah.
So that was bad. But somewhere around this point, we did say this is pretty solid green screen stuff for 96.
Having 4 Michael Keatons.
The multiple Keatons on screen looked decent. It's green screen, but it's decent.
Yeah.
It's a bad movie now would look the same.
Yes.
And
something
that's
on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, something on Sci-Fi Channel would look the same with an extra 25 years of technology. So it's quite solid for 96.
Yeah.
Keaton Prime gets back. I guess he didn't fuck Julie Bowen. I don't know.
I don't know.
And decides to get everyone's shit together. Hands out jerseys to everyone. He gets one. Bro gets
skipping over so much.
what are we missing?
Okay, not skipping over so much, just skipping a little bit. He gets back and finds out that she's left him.
I guess that is important. Yeah,
Because
they're like, oh yeah, your wife left you.
She's mad that he doesn't finish anything in his life.
Yeah.
So like he starts construction projects on the house, never finishes them. So she goes to tell him, but she's talking to number 4, who's special.
My peppy.
And she's trying to get him like, what do you even want? And he goes, pizza. I want pizza.
He's like, what? Yeah,
want to
what
have
do you
pizza.
want? Pizza.
And so then she
And
gets
she
mad
leaves.
at the fact that he wants pizza, and then she leaves.
Also, who doesn't want pizza?
Takes the kids. I don't know.
We had pizza today.
Yeah, we did.
It was lovely.
It was good.
Yeah.
She wants to, so she takes the kids and leaves. He comes back and then finds out she's gone, and also finds out that all 3 of them fucked her.
That's correct.
So
not a great
and
thing to
also
come on
he
to.
lost his job because of what happened. So now he's like, fuck it. If I'm gonna get her back, I gotta like pick my shit up.
Yeah. So he rounds everyone up. Everyone gets matching jerseys. Prime gets 1. Bro gets 2. Gay gets 3. I was really hoping number 4 was going to get one that said R instead of 4, but it was not to be. He got 4, and then they actually got together. Eugene Levy came back in the mix, and they actually finished their own house project that he'd been stalling on and getting into other things and distractions for. So I don't know. Then he goes and fucking gets her back. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, she comes back, sees the house is fixed. He gets her back, and then the other 3 just like ride
Zoom
off
off
into
in
the
a
sunset
convertible.
into Florida.
Yeah. Where 2 is a bartender who gets mad pussy, and then 3 is the gay chef at the restaurant they've opened.
And he makes a very subtle
Yeah, I did like that
joke about how
people can't get enough of my
my
pepperoni.
my pepperoni topping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just pepperoni.
Now he said pepperoni topping,
Well, that's disgusting.
meaning he's a top. I wouldn't have guessed. But I guess just because his wrist is limp doesn't mean his dick is limp.
I was gonna say he didn't have top energy, but it's not my place to judge.
Correct? You don't know. There's Butch Bottoms.
You really said pepperoni topping.
Yeah.
Yikes!
You did. That's why I looked at you and was like, woo.
I was already reacting to pepperoni. I didn't even need the second word.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
You missed out on a gem, a comedy gem.
Apparently. And then and number 4 was also there.
Number 4 was
doing
also
his
there.
best.
Yeah.
Also getting pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Florida. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
In Florida, he's the average.
He's average. Yeah. And
He doesn't have a sister to fuck, so he's fine.
yeah, you can fucking alligator.
Yeah.
And that's the movie.
That's it.
Did I miss any other important parts? Yeah, you're right. And missing out Andy McDowell leaving was sort of a crucial plot point. But
Yeah.
I got my wish with number 4. She fucked him. 1, 2, 3 R. I think I covered all my notes. So next week is going to be Wrestling Year End Awards.
You're at your end.
The following week is going to be a new, dare I say improved, Michael Keaton movie.
Yeah.
Which we will put to a vote. We
haven't fully decided on them yet.
we had a couple, but I don't think 3 or 4, because we did 4 last time. Let's just watch Birdman again. That's a good movie. I never saw The Founder.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
He's kind of a scumbag in it.
Don't you ever say that about Ray Kroc. He does an English voice for Porco Rosso.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. He's Porco Rosso.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we were thinking. So I'm shocked you haven't seen Jackie Brown. So we'll put that on the mix. We'll put his following movie, Desperate Measures, in the mix. And what do you think about Jack Frost?
I've seen it.
I've also seen it, but So we'll figure out another one.
Yeah, there's
And
the Dream Team was one that I wanted to put on
The Dream
there.
Team was on the docket. Also, The Squeeze, but mainly because of the movie poster, which is him between the Twin Towers.
Yep.
Which is
great.
pretty sick.
Pretty awesome.
The Paper was an option.
Paper.
So we'll figure it out. You don't call us, we'll call you.
Our people will call your people.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Or we'll just do Toy Story 3.
Yep.
Your favorite movie.
You can't.
You're
You're contractually obligated not to.
not gonna do it. Oh, he's in Morbius. Why don't we watch Morbius?
Oh.
When's that out?
Now?
I think it was now, but it's been delayed like 8 times.
Yeah.
I think
Also-
it's legit been delayed to April.
Also, it looks like dog shit.
It looks so stupid.
It looks horrible.
But it does have our favorite actor, Jared Leto. Maybe we'll get tattoos of Jared Leto from this movie.
Oh, we'll get the Morbius poster tattooed on us?
Yeah, why not?
That half man face, half monster face, vampire face.
Batman.
He's not Batman.
He's Batman.
He's a man bat.
He's a man bat.
Also, that's the wrong. It's the wrong property.
Batman.
What?
Man bat.
There is a man bat in the DC universe. There's a man bat. He's like a giant sized bat.
I've fucking seen Batman the Animated Series,
No, you
dude.
haven't.
I know my man bats.
No, you don't.
It's the only DC shit I know.
Shut up. I think in
Releases
this movie,
April 1st, 2022.
Ah, okay.
It's been delayed so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah. I believe Michael Keaton is reprising his role as the
Vulture?
The Vulture in this,
Makes sense.
in prison, because he's a rapist.
And which I guess is a secret because every
yeah.
other actor in the movie has their
Even though he's in the trailer.
their character name
In
credited.
prison.
Keaton does not have a character name on IMDb, which
like
is funny.
I like that he's going to do new movies in both, because he's doing this, and then he's also reprising his role as Batman in the Flash movie.
Batman.
Batman, man, bats.
Yeah, good for him. He's a real Joss Whedon.
Remember when he disappeared for years?
For
of,
15
doing
years.
nothing but
Absolutely
straight
nothing.
to DVD movies
Yeah.
that no one saw, and now all of a sudden he's back and better than ever.
Birdman, baby.
Is Phil Baroni back? He's fucking back.
I have heard Michael Keaton referred to as the Phil Baroni of Hollywood.
There you go. Perfect.
He's back.
He's back, baby.
You guys know the drill. Send just money or money and a movie request to paypal.me/NotScottHenson for the all request spectacular. Deadline February 15th, but get it in before that so we don't have to watch 12 movies between February 15th and 18th when we record it. Okay?
Please
Okay.
don't.
That seems fair. That doesn't seem like too much
We
to
do
ask.
a lot of nice things for you.
We're
you
all
can
pals
do
here.
one nice thing for us.
One nice thing. Come on.
That's all we're asking for.
What would Michael Keaton do? He'd get raped by Andy McDowell. Good night.
Several times.